Hello everyone, it's Lel, and in this video we're going to talk about ACRO TRIP, a new magical girl anime that has just been announced for 2024, which is going to adapt a manga. And we're going to talk about the summary and the news and everything we know so far about this show. And here is our main character. No, I'm joking. Anyways, ACRO TRIP is a manga. It's actually a shoujo manga by Yone Sawata that is published on Ribbon magazine. And here is the story. Date Chizuko is an otaku girl who lives in a city in Niigata Prefecture. Chizuko is obsessed with Berry Blossom, who is this beautiful magical girl on screen. She is the magical girl who protects the city. However, she meets someone named Kuroma, and this guy is actually a villain. And Kuroma is the leader of the local evil organization called Fossa Magna. He is very inept and weak, so no one really cares about Berry Blossom's and Kuroma's frequent battles because he always loses. Chizuko vows to shine a light on the magical girl's exploits, and this fervent desire takes this seemingly shy middle school girl down a dark path filled with strange folks. So this show right here, ACRO TRIP, tells the story of Chizuko, this girl that is an otaku and a very big fan of Berry Blossom. What happens is that after meeting Kuroma, this guy right here, she is gonna become a magical girl villain. She is gonna fight. She's gonna have to fight against Berry Blossom. This is a story that is very similar to a more recent magical girl, a magical girl manga, which also got adapted to anime, gushing over magical girls. But those stories could not be more different than each other. As we mentioned before, ACRO TRIP is a shoujo manga, so the tone of it is going to be very different. It is written for a female audience. It's written for girls. And another nice thing about ACRO TRIP is that it's a complete work with 5 volumes, 5 manga volumes, and it started being published a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but it started being published on 2018. So very nice. Well, we already know some stuff about this anime, and the first information is that it is going to start this year. It's going to start airing in 2024. We don't have an exact date, we don't have an exact month, we don't know in which anime season this is going to air, but it's going to be this year. The anime is going to be done by a studio called Voil, which is kind of a new studio in terms of animation. But we already have a look at the trailer of the show, and it looks really, really cool. I really love it. I think the visuals from the manga to the anime are looking really nice, and I love Berry Blossom and how she looks. And we also have the staff of the show already. Let's first talk about the voice actors. Cure Parfait is going to be part of this show because Berry Blossom, one of the main magical girls of ACRO TRIP, is going to be voiced by Inori Minaze, who voiced Cure Parfait in Kira Kira Precure a la mode. That's very nice, right? The main character of the show, Date Chizuko, is going to be voiced by Miku Ito, who voices Kokoro from Bang Dream. If you play Bang Dream, you probably know Kokoro, or if you've watched the Bang Dream anime, you probably know Kokoro. So she is going to be the main character of ACRO TRIP. We also have Kuroma's voice actor, who is the villain of the show. This guy right here, I love his design. It is Nobunaga Shimazaki. He also voices Shanks from One Piece, a very big name in animation. And we also have Mashiro, who is this cat right here, which is probably the mascot of the story. This is voiced by Kengo Kawanishi, who voices Tokito from Demon Slayer. Very nice, right? And we have some details about the people who are working on the show as well. We have the director, who is Ayumu Kotake. He works as an animator in shows like Osomatsu-san, Naruto Shippuden, and he worked on Sugar Sugar Rune as an animator as well. So this man already knows magical girls, and he also works as an assistant director and storyboarder. And the series composition is done by Shinichi Inotsume, and this person does scripts and screenplays for shows like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Akatsuki no Yona, Ensemble Stars, and many, many others. So 2024 is going to be a year filled with magical girls, and ACRO Trip just came to enhance this great lineup of shows that are coming this year. As I said, this is a manga that was published on Ribbon, so it is geared towards a female audience, a younger female audience. So if you were grossed out by the stuff that happens on Gushing Over Magical Girls, which is another magical girl show that is airing in 2024, even though the story is very similar, those two stories are very similar, you won't find the same stuff in ACRO Trip. The way that this story handles the fact that the main girl is a villain and is going to probably go against Berry Blossom is very different. Obviously, the target audience is different, and even though the plot can be similar, we're not going to find similarities in how the narrative is handled. Also, another thing that I find interesting is that this story is already published, so we're not going to have some things that sometimes happen to some manga that they get turned into an anime, and then this anime reaches the manga and that they don't have plot anymore. They have to stop the story for a while, or they have to add filler episodes. Remember, like we had in shows like Shugo Kyara, when we had the anime being published at the same time as the manga, the anime airing at the same time as the manga got published. So we won't have this here with ACRO Trip as well. I'm going to leave a link to the official website and also to the official YouTube channel. Go check the trailer out. The trailer is really, really cool. Those shots that we see here in the video are all from the trailer. It looks really colorful. It looks really nice. And it looks very, very exciting. And in here, we can also see the character designs a little better from the characters. And a little bit of words from the voice actors of each of the characters as well. I think this show is going to be a very good surprise, a very good ride, especially for people that like magical girls that are geared towards women, like Precure, Sailor Moon, Tokumew Mew, Shugo Kyara. So I feel like we're on good hands here. I think we have a good lineup of people that are working on it. And even though the studio might be a new one, I think overall this can be a very good experience, because Tokumew Mew also had a very small studio working on it, and everything turned out nice when it comes to that adaptation as well. So let's keep our hopes up for ACRO Trip. When we have more news and a release date, I'll be sure to update here on Magical Cinnamon. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member here, if you are a member on Patreon, if you support the channel through Throne as well, thank you very, very much for your support. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.